Hi guys, so today we are having a Q&A session. So you guys have sent in questions and I hope I can answer your questions as good as I can. We are sitting right now in Oslo and the weather is amazing. Just look at this. So it's really enjoying some nice summer days at the moment. So I think we should just jump straight into it, into the first question. So let's go. We are working very hard to get back in the WRC. This is an arena we really feel that we belong, and we are doing everything we can to come back. So I'm not sure exactly at what time or what rally we will be back, but I hope as soon as possible. What I really do enjoy is you fans who are really supporting me in my career. It's really warm and it's really nice to see that you guys miss me on the stages, and I really miss being on the stages too. So we're working hard to be back, trying to keep in shape and ready for the next opportunity. I would say my best quality as a rally driver, it's a tough question. Rallying is very diverse. I mean, you have many different type of rallies, and where I feel that we are strong is I think we have a racecraft, which is very good to understand when you can push, when we have to take it a bit easier. Rough rallies is normally a good rally for us, but I also feel we really have the top speed. You know, when we feel comfortable in a car and we know how to push, we have proved many times we can be one of the very fastest. So I feel now I have tons of experience, which is very important in rally. So yeah, I feel the combination of those three is what makes me a good driver. The new regulations for 2022 in WRC, it's more towards the hybrid technology, which I think is definitely the correct way to go. I don't necessarily think that the changing to electric cars will save the world, but that's where it's heading at. But I think it's important to follow where the car industry is going, to attract new manufacturers. I just hope that the cars will be quite similar, that we don't lose speed, maybe a bit faster in the end, and that of course it's very, I would say, it's very nice for the public and for the fans to go out and watch. That's very important as well. So my contract ended with Hyundai at the end of 2019. It was, I would say, a frustrating time, to be honest, which improved definitely from the beginning. I never really felt 100% at home in the car. Obviously my driving style is a bit different to Thierry Neuville's style, and the car is more or less built for him, so I found it a bit difficult to adjust. In some rallies it was good, in some on tarmac I really couldn't drive it, and that was really difficult. Normally I've never had any problems to change my style, or because every car is a bit different, but the Hyundai was very different, so that was a bit frustrating, and I never really got the results that we really wanted. And same from Hyundai side, we all expected a bit more from that partnership, even though it got better in the end. We wish it could be more wins. So yeah, our contract ended, and let's see what the future brings. I have been doing CrossFit since November last year. My motivation for training hasn't been that high until I started with CrossFit. I really fell in love with it, and yeah, I feel I'm in better shape than ever. And I do it because I feel that it's really equivalent to rally driving, because in rally we drive stages which is 5 minutes to longest stages maybe 30 minutes. And that is exactly how long the sessions are in CrossFit. So if you can find something which is really tiring for that amount of time, I think it's great training for rally. You get to train your strength, you get to train your condition, and it's just 1 hour of flat out hard working, and it's very effective, and yeah, I feel really good after doing some months with CrossFit. I have many favorite rallies. I would say my favorite one is Rally Finland, when you really feel confident because it's so fast and huge jumps, so that's amazing. Rally Sweden, of course, I love as well. Rally Azores, which is not on WRC calendar. I prefer gravel and snow. Tarmac, maybe it's because I'm Norwegian and that I prefer the loose surfaces, but I have to say, when you feel in one with the car and you're pushing on a tarmac stage, it's also an incredible feeling. So that's really aggressive. So everything is cool, but I have to say, maybe gravel with high grip is really nice. So I have a co-driver in the car, and he reads out the pace notes because I don't remember the road in front of me, so that's why I needed the description of the road, and that's what is called pace notes. And pace note is, everyone has their own type of pace notes, so my system is a 1 to 6. So when I say a 6 right, it's a 6 gear corner, and the first 1 right is the first gear corner, just very easily explained. And then you have these words to really describe how fast you can take all the corners, and it's very incredible how fast you can drive a stage without really knowing it, just trusting your teammate inside the car. My best memory of being a rally driver, I have to say, is when I won the IRC title in 2011. I'm sure many people react to that because I've been winning World Rally Championship rounds, but still I rate that one higher. But I think it's because of the age I was in. I knew that my future was more or less saved. The feeling I had when I won in Cyprus and I won the championship with half a point was just incredible and very unexpected. So that feeling, I really hope I can get that feeling one more in my life, because that was just incredible. Maybe I will get it when I win the World Rally Championship title, but it's hard to overcome that. My French. My French is not very good. You know, I tried to study in the Corona time. When I was in Monaco, I was very good for a couple of weeks, and then I came back to Oslo, and then yeah, it kind of died out a bit. But I know the basics. I know how to order in a restaurant, how to say hello and goodbye, and yeah, some words here and there. But I have to practice more. It's a difficult language. Yeah, we had a lot of questions about that, if I should stream or not. Maybe I need some more practice, maybe then I'll start to stream. But yeah, why not? I've actually never seen so much streaming myself from other drivers, but I will check it out, take it into consideration, because in these races there is a lot of action, I tell you, so maybe it would be cool to stream them. Yeah, Peter Solberg made his own team when he didn't have a seat anymore, and for me, to fight now in the WRC, you need to be in the manufacturer to win. You need the amount of testing, and if you would do all this privately, you would never be able to have the same type of equipment like the manufacturer teams. So I think in the previous years it maybe would have been possible, but now at the level is so high, you have to be in the manufacturer team. But if you would do something like WRC2 or the lower categories, then you could do it. But I'm aiming for the top class, the premier class, and then you have to be in the manufacturer team. So that's what we're working for. Dakar or maybe other categories. Maybe the day I will stop doing rally. I feel I have so much more to give in the WRC. So that is my sole focus. But the day I retire from the WRC, maybe Dakar would be a nice way forward. I know that I'm really good in these survival rallies, like Cyprus and Turkey. I've always been very strong in these events. So maybe that is something that could suit me pretty good. Cars at the moment, I don't have so many cars at the moment. I have, well, in Monaco I have a Porsche Macan, which is the first car I bought when I got to Monaco. I'm very happy with that car. And then when I signed for Hyundai, I bought a McLaren 720S, which is a supercar, which is incredibly fast. Incredibly crazy car. So I really have enjoyed my time with that one. I used to have a Hyundai i20 here in Norway, but when my contract ended I have to deliver it back. So at the moment I don't have any car in Oslo. So maybe you guys have some ideas, or yeah, what should I buy or what should I get here? Because I do need a car. So I'm weighing my options. My favorite food is, I like to be very healthy. So if you have a very, very nice chicken salad with some pasta inside and garlic bread as well, salt and pepper, balsamic and oil. That's my favorite dish. A nice place in Norway to visit. I'm sure there's a lot of places, but in 2 weeks we are taking the motorhome out for a 2-week drive throughout Norway, and we will go south. We will go to the west coast to see the fjords, see the mountains. So I will definitely come up with some nice areas to see in Norway when I'm done with that trip. So yeah, I will bring the camera on that trip so you guys can see for yourself. It will be an amazing trip. A simulator. The funny thing with a simulator is that you can get a very, very cheap one for maybe with this. If you have a seat and the steering wheel, maybe you can get it for like 1,500 euros, 1,000 euros. And the most expensive one, there's no limit at all. It can cost €1 million. My one, I have two. So the one I have in Monaco is more cheap, more simple, more narrow. The one I have in Oslo is more expensive, or maybe around 15k, which has everything you really need. So I'm really enjoying myself with that one. So guys, thank you for all the questions you guys sent in. I hope you got the answers that you want for most of the questions. We'll save more questions for later, and if you have more questions, again, just send them in and we'll save them. So that's it for now. Until next time.